Imagine spending years building a product. You research it, fund it, source it, brand it. You finally get sales going. Customers love it. Reviews are strong. Then one day you open Amazon's app, and right next to your listing, there's an almost identical product. Same design. Same specs. Sometimes almost the same name. Except it's sold by Amazon. And it's cheaper. And it's showing up above you in every search result. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't break any rules. Amazon just watched you succeed, and then used your own data to compete against you. This is not a theory. This is a documented business practice. And it's just one of the ways the world's largest online retailer systematically dismantles the small businesses it claims to support. Amazon's official story is a generous one. It will tell you that small and medium businesses are the backbone of its marketplace. That it provides tools, logistics, and access to hundreds of millions of customers that no small business could ever reach on its own. That selling on Amazon is an opportunity, a launchpad. And for a while, in the early days, that was partially true. But what Amazon built over 2 decades is something far more calculated. It built a platform that small businesses depend on, and then used that dependency as leverage to extract money, data, and control. Today, Amazon captures over 40% of all online shopping in the United States. 2/3 of American adults are Prime members. And for most small sellers, there is no real alternative. Amazon isn't just a sales channel anymore. It's infrastructure. And Amazon knows it. Let's start with the money, because the numbers are genuinely shocking. When a small business sells a product on Amazon, it doesn't simply pay a commission and move on. It enters a layered fee system that quietly takes larger and larger cuts of every sale. There's a referral fee, Amazon's cut of every transaction, typically around 15% depending on the category. Then there are fulfillment by Amazon fees, known as FBA, which cover picking, packing, and shipping. On top of that come monthly storage fees, inventory placement fees, aged inventory surcharges if products don't sell fast enough, and return processing fees if customers send things back. Since Amazon launched its third-party marketplace, FBA fees for standard-size products have surged by 96%. In 2024 alone, Amazon introduced 2 new FBA charges, adding to an already overwhelming structure. By that year, 65% of Amazon sellers had raised their own prices just to absorb the growing cost of selling on the platform. One seller put it plainly in a complaint to Amazon itself. Another seller, speaking publicly, described the experience as being trapped at a casino at 2 in the morning, trying to break even, knowing they can't leave. Here's where it gets darker. 98% of all Amazon sales happen through something called the buy box. That's the button on every product page that says Add to Cart. If your listing doesn't win the buy box, you essentially don't exist. Customers rarely go looking for alternative sellers. They just click the button that's already there. Amazon controls who wins that button. And according to the Federal Trade Commission, which filed a landmark antitrust lawsuit against Amazon in 2023, joined by 19 states and territories, the company uses that control as a weapon. If Amazon detects that a seller is offering their product for a lower price anywhere else on the internet, their own website, a competitor's platform, anywhere, Amazon can strip them of the buy box. The FTC described losing the buy box as an existential threat to sellers' businesses. Amazon's own internal documents reportedly described what happens to a seller's sales when they lose it as getting tanked. The result is that small businesses are effectively forbidden from competing on price anywhere else online. They are trapped into selling on Amazon at Amazon's terms, or not selling at all. As one seller described it, "We have nowhere else to go and Amazon knows it." Now we get to the practice that drew international investigations, a European Union settlement, and years of congressional scrutiny. Amazon operates both as a marketplace, where independent sellers list their products, and as a retailer, selling its own branded products on that same marketplace. Amazon can see exactly what's selling well, at what price, in what quantities, with what profit margins. And according to a Wall Street Journal investigation, Amazon employees used that seller data to develop competing private label products under Amazon's own brand names. The European Union launched a formal investigation into this practice and in 2022 reached a settlement requiring Amazon to stop using seller data for its own private label development. In the United States, the House Judiciary Committee investigated the same allegations. Amazon denied wrongdoing, but then quietly began shutting down dozens of its own private label brands ahead of the FTC lawsuit, eliminating 27 of its 30 in-house clothing brands alone. Draw your own conclusions. This one was buried deep inside the FTC's 172-page lawsuit, and it's arguably the most disturbing detail in the entire document. Amazon built a secret internal algorithm called Project Nessie. Its purpose was to identify specific products where Amazon believed other online retailers would follow if Amazon raised its prices. The algorithm would then raise prices on those products. If competitors matched the increase and kept prices elevated, Amazon kept the higher price in place permanently. In Amazon's own internal assessment, Project Nessie was described as an incredible success. By the time regulators began scrutinizing it, the algorithm had generated more than $1 billion in excess profit for Amazon. And according to the FTC, Amazon would quietly switch the algorithm off whenever it faced outside scrutiny, then switch it back on when attention faded. This wasn't a pricing strategy. It was a coordinated system to artificially inflate prices across the internet, and small businesses and consumers were the ones paying for it. Good products rose naturally. In 2016, Amazon changed the rules. It introduced sponsored search placements, paid advertisements that appear above all organic results. Since the top 3 search results on any page capture nearly 2/3 of all clicks, and since 70% of Amazon shoppers never scroll past the first page, whoever pays for those top spots wins. Industry insiders estimate that Amazon's advertising profit margins exceed 75%. Advertising has become one of Amazon's most lucrative businesses, built entirely on the backs of sellers who have no choice but to pay if they want to be seen. A small business that once built sales through genuine customer reviews and good products now has to run a full advertising operation just to stay visible. The cost of that advertising eats directly into already shrinking margins. In 2019, the US Treasury Secretary said publicly that Amazon had destroyed the retail industry across the United States. In 2023, the FTC called Amazon a monopolist. 19 state governments agreed. Amazon's response is always the same. It says it supports small businesses. It says competition is fierce. It says sellers have choices. But the data tells a different story. Fees that have nearly doubled over 2 decades. A buy box system that punishes sellers for having their own independent presence. Algorithms that manipulate pricing across the entire internet. A marketplace that watches what you build, then builds it cheaper and lists it above you. Amazon didn't destroy small business with one dramatic move. It did it slowly, fee by fee, algorithm by algorithm, year by year, until the businesses that built the platform had no leverage left. The greatest trick Amazon ever pulled was convincing small businesses they needed it more than it needed them. If this opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people.